Hey guys, my name is Meow, and recently Ubisoft has been very transparent on how they're trying to improve Rainbow Six Siege, either from the wide variety of bugs and glitches that they've been trying to nail down to the high priority list, and what we've learned today is that they're also going to be reducing the amount of maps that are in the ranked rotation. You guys all probably have a map that is your least favorite. For me personally, it's Hereford Base. There are some objectives on it that are halfway decent, but because by and large, especially that top floor, it's incredibly defensive favored, it just feels like a slog to get through. And so the hope that I have is that Hereford is one of the maps that they have on the chopping block, and it's no longer in the ranked rotation. Now the question is though, what maps are they actually considering removing? Depending on who you ask, their answer is going to vary significantly. While personally, I'm not a fan of Hereford Base, there are other people out there, it may not be the majority, but they actually enjoy that kind of content. There are some people that love Fortress while others despise it. Chalet really isn't well balanced. It has a lot of problems. Skyscraper is a constant run out. It has a lot of problems for the defensive team. Some people are even going a step further and saying that we should only be playing on the ESL or Pro League maps in ranked. Those are the most competitive. If we want to have a competitive environment in ranked, those are the ones that should only be available. Now, the thing we have to remember though, and this is something that I think is slowly creeping on in, is that there are some people that just enjoy playing ranked because it is more competitive compared to casual, but they still want to have the wide variety of gameplay that is normally available. And so by slowly stripping away the amount of maps that we have available to us, that's going to lessen their enjoyment. This was something that I heard a lot about the removal of Secure the Area. Some people just played that mode specifically. They had no desire to rise through the ranks to Platinum and Diamond. They were very comfortable in their Silver or Gold area playing that mode, but that's what they enjoyed. And so having that removed lessened their excitement to play Rainbow Six Siege. And so there's going to be other people out there that loved those maps that are going to be removed and they want that variety. They don't want to play on 4 or 5 maps over and over and over again. And so I'm curious to see how Ubisoft is going to be handling this. By and large though, I do think that this is necessary. I think that going on in and looking especially at some of the more problematic maps like Hereford, for example, maybe Skyscraper, Chalet, like I said, has some issues, going on in and specifically identifying which are the maps that have these large discrepancies or issues and removing them from ranked and then maybe improving upon them later is a great step in the right direction. But I am very curious to see how Ubisoft approaches it. Another improvement that they're going to be making to Siege, which I know a lot of people are going to be ecstatic about, is that next season, they're going to try to solve the rank disparity in matchmaking. You guys have probably gone against people that are like Diamond or Platinum that queue with like a Copper 4. They're trying to bring down their MMR. Well, that apparently next season is no longer going to be possible. From the sounds of it in this article, you're only going to be able to play with people that are around your same skill level. And while they don't go into the specific details as to what the parameters are, I'm sure they're still trying to work that out, hash out exactly what the restrictions are going to be. I would imagine if you're, let's say, Gold 1, for example, you may only be able to play with other people that are, let's say, Gold 4, or it can only go up to Platinum 2. Anything higher or lower than that, that is too far out of those restrictions, and it's not going to allow you to actually queue into the ranked rotation. By and large, though, I definitely think that this is a necessary improvement, and honestly, I'm a bit surprised it took Ubisoft this long to implement something like this into Rainbow Six Siege. Now, if you think it's going to completely solve the matchmaking issue, you're probably going to be sorely disappointed because I'm assuming this is going to just simply exasperate the smurfing problem. There are people that just simply like playing with their lower ranked buddies, not because they're trying to get around the system and lower their MMR so that they have a better time, but they just simply want to play with their friends in a ranked environment. Some people just simply don't like playing casual, either because of the maps, the mindset of everyone that plays that mode, or just because it's not really all that competitive. And so instead of just not playing with their buddies because they don't enjoy the casual experience, they just simply might buy a separate account to play with their friends. So while yes, they might be gold on that account, really they're a diamond, and so it really doesn't solve the problem entirely. In general though, while it's not a perfect solution, I definitely think that this is a great direction for Siege. You want to have people that are around the same skill level to have a great ranked environment, and so I'm really curious to see how they handle this with the upcoming season. Another change that I think was a long time coming is they're finally adding in more ways for you to be able to report someone for toxic behavior. As we all know, there is only currently one button right now, and apparently it's all encompassing. If someone is cheating on the other team, you're supposed to click the button. If someone is being toxic in chat, you click the button. On Ubisoft's end, it has to be very confusing. They have to see these reports and then go on in and figure out what that player was actually doing. With this next season though, I'm crossing my fingers that they're gonna be a bit more specific. I'm assuming there's gonna be a drop-down menu so that when you go against a cheater, you can specifically indicate that, yeah, this guy was cheating, or their name is inappropriate, or there's gonna be another drop-down menu that will indicate that they're, using or abusing exploits, for example. These would all allow and assist players to give that information readily to Ubisoft so that they can hopefully take the appropriate action in a quickly, timely manner. I'm also hopeful that this will get more people to actually report other players that are partaking in these activities. I, for one, was very confused when I was trying to report for someone who was cheating because there was only that one button. I had to ask a developer, it's like, what do I do? He's like, no, you click that button. That one button really does everything right now, and it doesn't matter what they do, you click it. I'm sure there's a lot of other people out there that were just as confused as I was because it was so vague. And so by making it more defined, I'm crossing my fingers that that will get more people to actually report people that are doing these kinds of actions. Yeah, guys, that is it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know what you thought about what we discussed in today's video. Personally, I'm really excited to see what they do with the map rotation. Which maps would you like to see be removed? Give me your guys' thoughts down below. But yeah, guys, until next time, have a good one and take it easy.